Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Collegiate star nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. McFarland. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is we made
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 14-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 from the 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
1st and goal from the 3.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll run with McFarland. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. These two teams all tied after one.
40-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Mark Andrews.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
40-yard line.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, McFarland, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, second and 9.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Here's Roethlisberger.
And 9.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Jalen Samuels.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with McFarland. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was brought down by Marcus May.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger completing it to the right side. Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A 2-yard gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, McFarland. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, middle. Check flag 54. Line 54. Ready?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Check. Yo. 43, 13.
And Jackson throwing once more. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Check 50. Check 50. Watch that.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Dobbins. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Ravens 24, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Davis there on the coverage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a Steeler first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
McFarland once more. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Steelers.
On first down, McFarland. They find some open field here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 39.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Steeler ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
On down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Incomplete.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Running with McFarland. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
46-yard line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's McFarland. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens.
Again, McFarland. And he loses the football the 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Pickup. 1st down, Steelers.
All right, now, black 30. Here we go. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
The extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 31, Steelers 21.
McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We got 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, Johnson. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
At the 50-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
50.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And some space here. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 5. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Baltimore, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.